Check this out, this Killer Cam, the original Jaffe Joe, a.k.a. Spacely Sprockets, right here. And the new album is called Crime Pays. Holla at your boy. Just a Cameron album. I ain't really, you know, I ain't really messaged out on this joint, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I got a bunch of stay in school or don't do this or that, you know what I'm saying? It's basically, I would say it's like a '09 SDE Cameron album. These songs that's on this album, I started working on it in maybe October, November. Finished it up about 2 weeks ago, so that's the time frame on it. The reason about the album is because I'm on it. You miss me. You love me. My swag is on 1 billion. Aura's on 800. And it's no other reason. I mean, just look at me. Why wouldn't you want to buy anything that I'm a part of?
By 6, by 12, well, they carry my and them 12, the marriages. And the V12, that's on various trips. Yo, make a rubber laugh. Me, I took another path. Coming to my habitat. Hovercrafts, bubble baths, duffel bags, stuff with cash.
Mainly, the two people that did most of the songs on my album, his name's Schizophrenic. He did a bunch of work on my old albums, like Get 'Em Girls, and I can't think of all the other stuff. And a new producer named Arab, he's like on all the internet sites doing a bunch of fast stuff with the drum machine and so on and so forth. But those are pretty much the two people who produced most of the album. I got people out of Pittsburgh, Info Nova, my man YH Zombie. It's a few people sprinkled, but Schizo and Arab did the majority of the album. You never see me go after big producers. You can never say Cam did this with him and did with that. Whoever's hot, that's who I mess with. You know, I mess with Kanye and Just Blaze because we was all on the same label. It's kind of like we see each other every day. It didn't make sense. It would make sense not to do. It didn't make. Pardon me. It would make no sense not to do anything with those guys if we are in the same building every day. But you know, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. That's kind of how I am. I'm kind of use the resources that are around. Hip-hop is great. You know, you got a lot of people are saying, oh, the internet's messing up. And the internet's a great tool to market and promote and use for your advantage. And people are still buying records. You know, Lil Wayne sold 1 million records a week. T.I. 500,000. The Game did 260. Young Jeezy did 260. It's kind of a good look out there. I think hip-hop's in a beautiful spot. No, because that's where your money comes from, you know. What happens is you get money from ringtones, which brings down some people's album sales because, you know, you may have an artist, you don't want his whole album, you just may want the one song or the single, and the computer does help you out in that way. You could buy one song instead of buying a whole person's album. But, you know, I'm not saying they're overrated because, you know, album sales are definitely help you get your money, but you got to just do math. You figure like this, let's say your budget is $1 million, and you sell 1 million ringtones. They don't care about your album sales because ringtones $2. You sell 1 million ringtones, you recouped your budget already just off the ringtones. First movie's called The Bakery, featuring my man Bang, my man Blast, my man Tito. It's just basically about trafficking drugs from state to state. Then of course I got Killer Season 2 coming out this fall. Killer Season 2, we shot a couple scenes, but I haven't been working on it. I have a date to shoot in June, and from June 5th to, I believe, June 25th, it'll take me about 2 weeks to edit, so it'll be on point, but I haven't really shot. I shot about maybe 2 or 3 scenes that I'm going to keep for that. I did Killer Season 1 like that. I direct, produced, starred in, edited, did everything. If the right role comes around, you know, Paid in Full was one of the movies I was blessed that my man Dame Dash was the executive producer on that movie, so I got a lot of free leeway to do things kind of how Harlem people would do it. You know, when I was shooting that movie, we shot a lot of it in Canada, and you know, somebody from Canada was telling me what I should wear, what I should do, and I'm sitting there like, you're not from Harlem, you know, how you gonna tell me how to dress and you're from Toronto? No disrespect to anybody in Toronto, but you know, I wouldn't want you to tell me, I wouldn't want to come to Toronto and be like, this is the way we do it in Toronto if I'm not from Toronto. So basically, you know, when I felt something wasn't right, I would call Dame and he'd be like, yo, listen, whatever Cam says, that's what we're going to do. You know, a lot of times with movies, you got to follow direction from somebody and somebody else and tell you this. I'd rather write my own movie and act in my own stuff. Currently, right now with Dipset, I'm Dipset. I'm right here. Oh, yeah, it's definitely new artists coming out, definitely. Like I said, I would tell you who, but we don't have paperwork on these artists yet, and I don't want to say any names before we get everything signed, sealed, locked and loaded, no homo. Yeah, right now we putting a tour together. Well, I don't want to say, I don't like talking about stuff until it's done, but yeah, right now we're working on doing a tour. And I won't say any names because the deal isn't done yet.
What up, Leche? Yo, happy I'ma drop another Duke on that west side of Chicago.